Schmo with the pro. He's 19-7. He's the Motown phenom. Kevin Jesse Lee Jr. in the flesh here at Killcliff FC, Southern Florida. How we doing?
Yes, sir. Feeling like $1 million bucks. How I'm looking?
You're looking great. You're looking beefy. What are you walking around at? 200 pounds or what?
Yeah, I'm about 200. You know, I'm not gonna play games with the weight. Yeah, I'm about 200.
Wow, you're looking strong out there, man. You could do a bodybuilding competition or something.
Yeah, I'm a 170 pounder for sure. I gotta bulk up. I gotta be able to compete. So I'm up there now. Ain't no more going back to 55. After a few fights, people gonna forget that I was even a 55 pounder.
So when you signed this new deal with the UFC, the Schmo heard you talk to Helen Yee. You are at 170 pounds. This deal is only 170 pounds. Multi-fight deal. How many fights you got now?
I think we're doing a 6-fight deal. So yeah, I'm looking to do them 6 fights and then sign and do more. I think UFC is my home, and you know, after fielding all these different options from different places, PFL, all this stuff, I'm like, man, no, UFC is where it's at. Is the best of the best, and I'm not just in this for the money. I'm in it for the competition too. So I'm in it to prove I'm one of the best in the world.
And what were those meetings like with the brass of the UFC, the Dana Whites, the Hunter Campbells, to get you back in the UFC? Because you were an electrifying fighter when you fought for the UFC. You're still an electrifying fighter, and that's why they wanted you back.
Yeah, it was cool. The minute that I sat down with them and they saw me and they like looked in my eyes, I knew then they knew I was different. You know, they knew like, oh, okay, this guy's really been putting in the work. He's not just been sitting on the sides, getting fat, doing some other dumb stuff or whatever. They could see like I'm different. So as soon as they saw me, like 30 seconds in, they're like, oh, okay, we want him back. You know, I think they brought me out there just for that, you know. Oh, he's been sitting on the couch eating potato chips, getting fat, smoking weed, doing whatever you wanted to do. Nah, I'm serious about this. And they said, okay, do you want to come up and fight these young contenders? I'm like, man, line them up right now and we can get it in.
So you got Tony Ferguson. He's not a young contender, but that's the conversation right now. The Schmo heard you say to Helen Esports, International Fight Week, that's what you're targeting. It'd be the rematch. You guys fought for the interim lightweight championship belt a few years back, 2017.
Yep.
Where do you think he's at mentally? And you know, if he does not win this fight, it might be his last one in the UFC.
Yeah, his back's against the wall. He's got a lot of eyeballs on him, especially after that Nate Diaz fight. And he didn't look too good in that fight, so I think he's going to prepare as best as he can, and I think he's going to be super, super dangerous. He's the most dangerous right now when his back's against the wall. He's got a lot of experience. He's lost before, so I don't think it's necessarily going to break his spirit. I think it's going to, like, make him rise to the occasion more than anything. Not can his body hold up? We're going to see.
Now, you train with a bunch of the top killers in the welterweight division. Yep. Here, you train with Shavkot Rakhmonov. Yep. You train with Gilbert Burns. Yep. You train with Vicente Luque. Yep. When you look at the landscape of this 170-pound weight division, yep, you like your chances of becoming champion.
I do. I can compete with anybody in the world. I've kind of known that for a long time, and now I've got the size too. So we push each other. Steel sharpens steel. So I think with all the people that you just named, they're all great training partners. We all push each other. We all getting better and better and better, and I see my technique getting better and better. So, yeah, I like our chances against anybody in the world. We got the best team in the world, and you can line us up against anybody, and we're going to beat them. So, yep.
Who do you think is going to be champion in the 170-pound weight division at the end of 2023 when it's all said and done?
At the end of 2023? Kamaru's fighting Leon tomorrow. I think Kamaru wins that fight. You know, he's been in here with us. I don't see no doubt that he's going to win that fight. He's won twice already. He just had one slip up. Does he fight again? I don't know if he fights again in 2023, to be honest with you. So, by default, it's Kamaru.
There it is. Yeah. Right then and there. What about a guy like Shavkot Rakhmonov? He's the number 6 ranked guy right now. He was 10. He won. He's number 6. Do you think that guy is going to be fighting for a title, you know, in the next year and a half or so?
Yeah, I think so. He's just got to get some more buzz out there. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get like it's hard, right? Because he's not American. He can't really speak English too well. I think that kind of is the only thing holding him back. But skill for skill, he definitely should be. I'd like to see him and Colby fight next. I think that's a good fight. You know, people are saying, oh, should Colby get a title shot? And he ain't won a damn fight. But if he can beat somebody like Rakhmonov, then yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Yeah, I see him fighting Colby. I want to see that fight.
The Schmo still wants to see you fighting in the 165-pound weight division. Was there talk to get that thing rolling? Because we saw you fight Diego Sanchez in the Eagle FC. UFC won't adopt that, but maybe one day, yeah?
You know, it was nice. It was nice to play around with. There was a whole bunch of promises. It would have been nice had Khabib wrapped that 165-pound title around my waist. That's going to be one of the ones that kind of got away from me. But with Khabib being out of the sport and saying, you know, he just kind of left us high and dry there, yeah, that would have been nice. But right now it's 170. So yeah, no, there's no more talks of 165. I'm not really interested in it no more. It's 170 or bust. And I think there's a whole different division of 170 kind of popping off a little bit. You see Connor's fighting Chandler. That fight's happening at 170. Me and Tony is happening at 170. I think there's some future here.
Who do you think's right now the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world? Is it Jon Jones? Is it Alexander Volkanovski? Is it Islam Makhachev? Who's Kevin Lee's #1 pound-for-pound?
I'm going with Jon. I'm going with Jon Jones. I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's hard to deny at this point. I don't really, you know, me and Jon ain't never really got along too well, but I see he wore what I wore at the press conference. That was nice. That was a nice little shout out from the GOAT. So I'm going with Jon. Yeah, pound for pound, he the best.
Same style.
Yeah. He was at that. He was out there, so he kind of liked it. I liked it too. That was nice. Yeah, he gave some homage, paying homage. I respect it.
There it is. And can we get a final message for all the Motown Phenom fans out there worldwide?
Yeah, get ready for the new era. For the new era. You know, we started the shit talking era. You know, I was a highlight of that, and now this is a new era. And I don't necessarily know what we gonna call it yet. I ain't got no name for it yet, but it's gonna be out here, and you're gonna see it first thing in July. You know, I'm kind of introducing myself to a brand new slew of fans. There's gonna be a whole bunch of fans that never seen me fight. They never seen this type of intensity. They never seen what I could bring to the cage, and I'm gonna bring that in July.
He's the pro. I'm the Schmo. Southern California, Kill Cliff FC.
There it is.
We're out.